Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and history fans. In today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at the Australian 1982 cent coin. This coin may not be in circulation anymore, but it's still remembered fondly by Australians and is highly collectible for those who enjoy exploring their country's currency history. Let's break down everything you need to know about this interesting bronze coin. Historical background. The 2-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, when Australia switched from the pre-decimal currency system of pounds, shillings, and pence to the decimal system of dollars and cents. It remained in circulation until 1991, when both the 1-cent and 2-cent coins were withdrawn due to rising production costs and their decreasing value in everyday use. By 1980, the 2-cent coin was a common sight in pockets, wallets, and cash registers across Australia. Minting details. The 1982 cent coin was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, with millions produced for circulation. Although not considered a rare year, it still plays an important role in completing a full set of 2-cent coins for collectors. Like many coins of its time, the 1980 issue was produced in large numbers, which means most examples are fairly common today. Metal composition and size. The 2-cent coin was made from bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighs 5.2 grams, measures 21.59 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of 1.85 millimeters. Its rich reddish-brown color came from the high copper content, but over time, many examples have darkened or developed spots, especially if they've been exposed to circulation or poor storage conditions. Obverse design. On the obverse side, or the front of the coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. By 1980, the design used was the second portrait by Arnold Machin, which had been in use since 1966. It shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, facing right. Around the edge are the inscriptions Elizabeth II and Australia 1980. This portrait is a familiar sight on many Australian coins of the 1970s and 1980s. Reverse design. The reverse of the 2-cent coin is what truly makes it unique and memorable. Designed by Stuart Devlin, it features a frilled neck lizard, an iconic Australian reptile, in a defensive pose with its frill extended. The number 2 appears prominently to indicate its denomination. This design is one of the most beloved in Australian coinage history because it highlights the country's rich and unique wildlife. Circulation and condition. Since millions of these coins were minted in 1980, they are still fairly easy to find in collections today. However, most examples show signs of wear from years of use before being withdrawn in 1991. Collectors usually look for coins in higher grades, where the fine details of the lizard's frill and the Queen's hair remain sharp. Uncirculated examples are more valuable and are often stored in protective holders to prevent tarnishing. Collector value. So, what is the value of a 1982 cent coin today? In circulated condition, it's usually worth only a few cents above face value, mainly as a collectible rather than for its purchasing power. In uncirculated condition, these coins can be worth between $1 and $5, depending on quality. Proof versions, which were struck for collectors with a mirror-like finish, are far more valuable and can sell for significantly higher prices. Errors and varieties. Collectors also keep an eye out for error coins from 1980. These include off-center strikes, die cracks, and other minting mistakes that slipped past quality control. While not extremely common, such errors can add significant value to what would otherwise be a common coin. In some cases, rare varieties or mint errors can turn a simple 2-cent piece into a valuable find. Conclusion. To sum it up, the 1980 Australian 2-cent coin may no longer circulate, but it remains a nostalgic piece of Australia's coinage history. With its distinctive bronze composition, portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and the iconic frilled neck lizard reverse, it's a coin that tells the story of Australia's wildlife and its transition through modern currency. While most examples aren't particularly rare or valuable, uncirculated and proof issues, as well as error coins, make it a worthwhile addition for collectors.